Fronted adverbials. So what is a fronted adverbial? Well, a fronted adverbial is a word or group of words that describe the action, and as the name suggests, they come at the front of a sentence, at the beginning of sentences. And just like there are 5 different types of adverbs, there are 5 different types of fronted adverbials. You can have a fronted adverbial of manner, which answers the question of how. How is the action completed? Fronted adverbials of frequency answer the question of how often is something done. Fronted adverbials of degree answer the question of how much. Fronted adverbials of time tell us when something happens, and fronted adverbials of place tell us where something happens. For example, in the distance, as quick as he could, on Wednesday, twice a year, quite understandably. So all of these are fronted adverbials. They all come at the beginning of a sentence, and note the commas after each one, they're important. Now in sentences, they'd look like this. As fast as she could, she ran through the forest. Every Thursday, I go ice skating. Hardly out of breath, he finished the race. Now let's take a closer look at that first example. As fast as she could, she ran through the forest. So the fronted adverbial is as fast as she could. It's actually a fronted adverbial of manner because it tells us how she ran through the forest. But this group of words could actually come in the middle of the sentence. She ran as fast as she could through the forest. Actually, it could also come at the end of a sentence. She ran through the forest as fast as she could. Now, what's important to remember is that as fast as she could is only called a fronted adverbial if it's at the front of a sentence. Otherwise, it's simply called an adverbial. So if it appears in the middle of a sentence or at the end of a sentence, it's an adverbial. Only when it's at the beginning of a sentence is it called a fronted adverbial. So remember, a fronted adverbial is a word or group of words that describe the action in a sentence, and it must come at the beginning of a sentence. And there are 5 different types of fronted adverbials. You can have fronted adverbials for manner, frequency, degree, time, and place.